Diddy, we all know that you're crazy, but the fact that you're trying to run with this in your trial is just insane.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Diddy is now trying to say that he did not have the mental capacity to know that he was committing the crimes that are being alleged against him in his criminal trial. And now Diddy is wanting to use the testimony of a doctor to say that his mental capacity wasn't all there. What's even crazier is the fact that Diddy is just now about to use this tactic a week before trial, when this is supposed to be done in the very beginning. And the feds even said that they asked Diddy if he was going to use anything like this on October 7th of 2024, and he provided no evidence that he wasn't all there mentally. Diddy is saying that he didn't have the mental capacity to know that he was committing crimes because he was on substances and alcohol. What's even crazier about this whole thing is the fact that Diddy is not even wanting to use the doctor that would have examined him to try to say that he had this mental incapacity. He is wanting to use a doctor that only viewed his medical records to give this testimony and who never examined him. And granted, we've heard for the longest time that Diddy had substance issues from people that were closest to him, but that does not mean a week before trial, all of a sudden you want to try to say that you had no idea that you were committing crimes because of this. You also can't forget it's being alleged that you were giving substances to all of these people to keep them obedient during these freak-offs. And then you were allegedly turning around and giving them IV drips so they could recover from these day-long freak-offs with all of these different substances. I think now why we're seeing Diddy do this is because he knows the most piece of crucial evidence against him, which is the Cassie video, is now able to be used against him. So the only thing that he can really say is he was not in the right mind to know that it was even a crime at the time, which we already know is BS. But that Cassie video being used against him is not good, because we know that the feds are going to use that video to try to prove the trafficking, force, fraud, or coercion against Cassie Ventura, and it's also going to fall under multiple allegations under the RICO charge. This video can also be used as evidence to try to prove one of the multiple allegations of kidnapping that fall under the RICO charge, because we watched Diddy drag Cassie back to that hotel room. It's also going to be used to try to prove obstruction that falls underneath that RICO charge, because Diddy allegedly paid $100,000 to make this video go away. And then this video can be used again a second time in the trafficking that falls under the RICO charge itself. Honestly, I had a feeling that Diddy was going to try to move this way because he really doesn't have a good argument, except that he was a swinger and now just basically saying that he couldn't take accountability of these crimes, basically because he never knew that he was committing them. And I think that he's going to use this video of himself because he says in this video at the time he was down bad, if you remember. I think that Diddy is going to try to play on this and say at the time he was dealing with substance abuse issues, and that's why you heard him say at the time he was down bad, because we also know that the feds are wanting to use this video against Diddy as well, where he says that he did this to Cassie. I honestly don't know how this is going to work out for Diddy. I think that it's a bad argument, but we're about to find out very soon because trial is less than a week away. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.